What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 5th episode of I'm Standing on a Million Lives. This one's titled What a Life is Worth. Now, whose perspective is this from? Because I'm sure they would all have very different answers. From main boy Yusuke's point of view, would he have... Well, it depends whose life it is, right? Like, unless this is going to be implying that maybe he's going to start changing his views on how much he thinks a life is worth. Because so far he's been using it as like, as long as one of them is alive, they're all alive, essentially. So I wonder if we're going to start exploring a bit more of that. So that would be interesting. I guess we'll see. But yeah, last time we met Carville, out of Courtenel, who is a knight who seems to have a very big fascination with killing things, by the looks of things. So yeah, she's an interesting character. And yeah, we have a new class for Yusuke, which was creature magic. So I thought that was going to be like more like druidic, but it seems to be he can affect the metabolism of creatures by touching them. I don't know how that's going to be useful, but I'm sure it will be at some point, otherwise why bother putting it in? The persuasiveness of his actions, though, being able to increase that, immediately had a use against this fight. Which definitely helped. Now it says decrease persuasiveness. I don't know if that's the correct translation of it or not. I don't know if that's meant to be, oh, you can be more deceptive, or if you can make someone not believe what you're saying and therefore influence them that way. I'm not quite sure which way that was meant to be. So like you could lie to them and say, for example, you're about to be stabbed in the back, and make it sound super unconvincing. They'd be like, nothing's going to happen, and then bam, they get hit by behind by an ally. Maybe, is how they're interpreting that. That's maybe what I would go with. But yeah, we had our main group captured by more like bandits or whatever. We had the very typical isekai rape scene, or attempted rape scene at least. It was kind of played off somewhat comedically, but it's like, oh yeah, just because they are prisoners doesn't mean they're completely powerless, and somehow they managed to hold their own against the bandits, which is genuinely quite surprising, actually. And we also expanded a little bit more on Iu's backstory, and that's where my main interest in this show is, because right now the action's not really the main focus for me. The comedy, well, it's not really a comedy show. The characters are kind of pulling through here, because the main plot's not pulling me at all. It's the characters, because you've got Yusuke, main character, who doesn't care for Evil World right now, okay? Then you've got Iu, who actually really likes her original world because all her friends are there, and her friends are her supports, they're her strength. And now that she's been transported to this world, she doesn't have that anymore, and she doesn't like this world because of that. Then we had, what's her fate? Kasue, who loves this world much more because she's not as impaired by her physicality, which she is in the real world. So she likes this world because she's able to do things that she wouldn't normally be able to do. She acknowledges how she needs to improve because she really hasn't improved much, and she doesn't want to be a burden. So you can see the little bit of character growth going there. You saw Iu's character growth going there. So these three characters, and our main character, is starting to get a little growth as well, in some of the actions he takes, not being 100% selfless at least. So you can kind of see where they're developing. And then you have Yuka, who, at the moment, I can't understand what her purpose is. Like, honestly, she just seems like a very dislikable character that I don't know if is going to be redeemable by the end. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to say, yes, I understand the character journey she went on. She just seems like a horrible person at the moment. And I don't know if that's going to change. So, we'll see, but I can't really figure out why she's here. You know, like, I know why she's here. Story-wise, she's meant to be here because she was the next one invited along to go with the quest. You get my point, right? But I just don't think she adds anything to the show right now. At least I don't think so, but we'll see. I'd love to be proved wrong, because that would be great. It means we have another interesting character to follow, but we'll see. Anyway, as per usual, before I mess this up, these are timer-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We are watching this one on Crunchyroll as per usual, since that's who's licensed it. No logos or anything to begin with. We just go straight into the episode. You can use screen flash on either my face or on the mic arm to tell when scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let us get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, so we're in the normal world. We are exploring her, good. Yep. Okay. Mum and I have. Okay, so it's not just you. Yeah. Supportive parents. Okay. Yeah, you ended up like this. Again, we had to replay the rapiness of it. Yeah. Is that the first time she's seen people die other than monsters? That might honestly have been the first time. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of them. Not in this world, at least. Okay. Repeat time. I can't really say much about this OP, can I? Not that I've already settled. But yeah, that was an interesting little scene with that. Because we didn't really get much of that. I have to go back and look at last episode, but I don't think we really saw her look that way last time. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright, here we go. As we head out. Alright, making camp for the night. I mean, he's a former chef, so... Yep. well, I imagine you probably still need to eat though. Mm-hmm. Okay. Acknowledges that. Good. Hmm. Hey, he was a former chef. Who better? So? Nice. Again, that was just an unnecessary backhanded comment from that girl. I just... Why? Why do we need that? Yeah, wants to train. Yeah. Actually, winning 3 out of 100s? That's... uh, yeah. She doesn't have to hold back against you. Yep. Bizarre. I like how throughout all this they're hiding Kasue's face. It's kind of interesting. Yep. Oh boy. Yeah. Talking about a gap. Yeah. 136th. Okay. Now this would be very important for Kasue. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she doesn't entirely love this world. Mm-hmm. Very useful. Hmm. I mean, he's not a combat class. And yeah, it's not his fault. He has no choice in this. Well, you assume. Yeah, still struggling, but... I wouldn't call that a longsword. That's more like a great sword to me, but whatever. Alright, goblins. Okay. Mm-hmm. Why is it with your backhanded remarks every 5 minutes, woman? Shut up. God, what? It's a fucking chip on her shoulder. Not a chip on her shoulder, fucking... missing a shoulder almost. Hmm. You can do it, Kasue. You can do it. It's only a goblin. Oh, shit. Actually worked. So what's with this graphic interpretation of what her actions are? Yeah. 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 His rank's way higher than any of yours. Well, yeah. Hmm. It's a good question. God, here we go. Oh boy. Okay. She's basically got a knife play fetish. Okay. Oh boy. Such a bizarre woman. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Probably. I mean, we have a word for that. It's called misinterpreted. But whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Threat level from G to S. Blah blah blah. There's some information there about certain soldier levels can kill up to something. Oh, they just lost a wheel, didn't they? Ah, just stuck. Okay. Mm-hmm. Snap. Oh. Well, it works. That's good. Currently 1.76. Okay. Huh. Must protect. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, go off on their own? That's incredibly risky. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, I mean, yeah. Right. Possibly. Alright. He wouldn't have missed it, but he was partially moved by Kasue, though, I bet. Alright. Yeah. Those are actually kind of cool monster designs. They sounded terrible, but whatever. Cool, it's okay. Alright. Block the attack, that's good. Not so good. Mm-hmm. Ah, language barrier, okay. Ooh. Nice. Yep, there's multiple. What she needs is some supporting words from someone. Yusuke needs to say something here. Mm-hmm. She can draw out a long sword. Long swords. It's more a great sword, but whatever. It's building up as a badass scene. Long swords. Long swords. Again, that nice. But again, that's definitely looks more like a great sword, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Is that enough to kill it? Nice. Very nice. Of course. Hmm. What was with that look? Okay, we can. That's a nice shot. Okay. Derek, okay. Heretics, okay. Deliver the goods. Okay. Oh. Oh boy. Is it possible they're the goods? Just because for believing in a different religion or an outlawed religion. That's an interesting choice now. Huh. They're gonna cliffhanger it here, aren't they? Alright, what life is worth. Hey, that actually works really well. Okay. That's ED. I think we've got... There's a little bit after credits here. There usually is, so... That's actually an interesting dilemma now. How are they going to respond? So they practice and worship a religion that's outlawed from where they're from. So they're going to take them to the most prominent place of secret worship of this religion. Publicly execute as an example. Now, technically, the executioners are in the right, because that is the rules and laws of the land. However, morally speaking, should death be given to those who practice a different religion to you? I mean, that's something that you can just look at human history for, right? Like, how many times have we seen religions persecuted just for believing in what they believe in? When you're under the rule of another government, country, kingdom, whatever. I mean, you can just... Human history, there's plenty of examples for that. I mean, isn't that basically the story of Jesus? Like, he was killed by the Romans? So, anyway. Okay. Too scared to fight. Yep. Okay, that was a dumb ending skip. It was a very dumb ending skip, but it was enjoyable. So yeah, again, Yuka continues to be an annoying character that seems to have no hope of redemption. Just because they're not spending time to focus on her at all. To offer her any chance of redemption. That's why. But beyond that, like... Yeah, she just keeps making backhanded remarks against him. It's like, okay, it's getting old now. Especially when she doesn't really have a genuinely... Why is she so against him anyway? Why is she so against him? He stopped these girls who were bullying you from taking pictures of you naked and putting them online. The way he did that was anime ridiculous, alright? There's no denying that, with the phones and the... yeah, that scene was ridiculous. But he still did you a favor. And yet you still went to reconcile with them and use him as a means to reconcile with those friends. So, really, we need to have a talk about her character. Or someone needs to talk to her about this behavior, because, like, I don't think she realized how self-destructive that is. And honestly, I think that's quite an accurate portrayal of a character type that you don't see too often. So I'll commend it on that. But my god, the longer they draw it out, the more annoying it gets, the less I kind of want to see her get that reconciliation and that character growth. And I don't know if that character growth is actually going to come at all anyway. But this new scenario here with the goods of the people, heretics to Radodorbo, foreign religion known as Artaros, and since Radodorbo is known to have the most amount of secret Artaros devotees, publicly execute, scare them into doing it and stopping them doing it, which is... honestly, I don't think that's going to work. Like, but whatever. Now, what do the heroes do? Are these the goods? Could it just be a coincidence that these people are being taken to Radodorbo at the same time? And, like, is it a coincidence? And as heroes, are they supposed to intervene? Like, they'll take XP penalties if they do attack humans. But... it's an interesting one. I quite like that story thread. So, like, as I said, the characters were the thing that were keeping this show propped up. Now we have an interesting story, a moral dilemma here. Because I genuinely don't know what these heroes would choose to do. I think... if Yusuke hasn't met this group, and Yusuke was clearing this on his own, for example... I don't think he'd intervene. I think he'd just be like, yeah, okay, do it. Yeah, go for it. I don't care. Why should I care about these people? Like, they're not real. They're in another world. It's not the real world, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, let them do what they want. But now that he's being affected by the group, and the group collectively are of the opinion that, no, we shouldn't just execute people for believing in a different religion. I'm fairly certain the group as a whole does not want this to happen. Question is, how can they intervene with the constraints of the world they're in? Which is kind of interesting. So we now have an interesting plot point that I'm actually involved with. It had to come eventually, right? Because the plot was starting to spin off a little bit. And we are starting to see some of Kasue's character development, which is nice. So Io and Kasue have both had meaningful development. Yusuke is starting to get his meaningful development. Other girl, I can't even remember her name. Yuka, there we go. We'll see what the hell happens with her character. I hope sooner rather than later she gets an episode where we can start exploring what the hell is going on in her head, because right now I don't know if this show has benefited from her inclusion so far. I don't think it has. So we'll see what her character arc further down the line has on offer. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one as per usual. Leave a like if you did. It helps grow the channel out, as do your comments. Both are great ways to help grow the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.